मेरे को रूल्स पता है, इसीलिए आप अभी मेरे को रूल्स समझाने मत बैठना.
अच्छा.
Isn't that surprising? क्या आप इस बच्चे के बिहेवियर को देख सरप्राइज्ड हो? मगर मैं एज अ टीचर बिल्कुल सरप्राइज नहीं हूँ, क्योंकि अधिकतर बच्चे हम टीचर्स के साथ आजकल ऐसा ही बिहेव करते हैं. We teachers have officially given up. पेरेंट्स, आपको अगर लगता है कि आपका बेटा ऐसा नहीं कर सकता, आप अलग से जाकर बात करें. अपने बच्चों के सामने टीचर को डिसरिस्पेक्ट ना करें. Parents, if you make these basic differences at home, you can change the scenario for us teachers. Make teaching environment better for us. Welcome back to AccentAri. I am Aritrika Shaha and I've been a teacher for over 12 years now. I hear from my colleagues and especially my American teacher colleagues that it's better to be quiet nowadays and never correct student behavior. Dear teachers, let's just learn to accept the disrespect, otherwise the parents may take offense. क्या ऐसे बिहेवियर से हम टीचर्स को फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता? बिल्कुल पड़ता है. बुरा नहीं लगता? बिल्कुल बुरा लगता है. Yes, it is indeed the truth that we teachers have learned over time to settle with such behavior patterns from students. And it's been emotionally draining, honestly. It's been so super draining as a teacher after all these years of degree, experience, studying. Unfortunately, teachers are only becoming teachers to battle depression, anxiety, poor mental health at workspace, because honestly, we were never prepared to receive such behavior patterns from students.
I'm a high school teacher. It is 4 weeks into the school year with students, and I am at my limit already. I am at my limit with being talked to and demanded at so disrespectfully, interrupted constantly, repeating myself countless times. This year feels worse. This year feels worse than the last 5 years I've taught. I don't know if anyone else feels that way, but I feel like I've seen so many teachers make videos where we are all ringing the alarm saying, this is bad. This year is not good. It's not good. We are struggling, and not a lot of us are going to last if this continues.
We expected a basic respect from students, like we respected our teachers back in the day. I'm a teacher of the 21st century, and sometimes I am genuinely shocked by the way students talk to their teachers today. They do say things like, ma'am, what are you going to do about it? It's my right to talk, and I can talk whenever I want to. You can't stop me.
I had a student that told me, what you going to do about it? Really? And he was like, I don't care. I don't have to listen to you. I'm not going to do it. What you going to do about it? So then he was in my space. So I said, I need you to back up. What you going to do? What am I going to do? What are you going to do? I don't know how to handle it. They say ignore negative behavior. So I was ignoring negative behavior, but he wanted a reaction. But now my anxiety is a little high and my nerves are a little fried.
Honestly, where did we fail? Where did we go wrong? Congratulations, we've successfully raised a generation that's definitely smart but not sensitive enough, that's definitely confident but not considerate and kind enough. बच्चे स्मार्ट होना सीख रहे हैं, अच्छी बात है, मगर सही तरीके से पेश आना भूल रहे हैं. The fault isn't in schools, remember that. It's in our homes. Because these basic values cannot begin in a classroom. These value learning begins at home. Well, I remember one day a child came up to me and said, ma'am, you cannot stop me from talking. It's my basic fundamental right. And I realized at that moment, I did not have the right anymore to correct the child and further mention that you are free to exercise your fundamental right until and unless it's not harming or affecting the people and surroundings around you. It's class hours now, and you cannot disturb your classmates by talking while they follow their lecture. Unfortunately, at that moment, I chose to be quiet just to avoid being disrespected further. And I knew matters could get escalated to the parent. And the worst part is that parents are extremely sensitive nowadays. They fail to realize that receiving feedback is just a method to improve their child. Receiving feedback is just one gateway to improving their child. Parents are super defensive about their kids nowadays. they do not like their kids being disciplined nowadays. It is the truth. I'm just painting the real picture in front of you. So honestly, considering the scenario around us, we teachers are only teaching subjects now. Not values anymore, not disciplining kids anymore. We teachers have officially given up. Come on, we are aware that a teacher's role doesn't end at academics, but we've started ending our roles at academics now. We prefer that because parents are not preparing their kids to receive feedback positively for growth anymore. Children often misinterpret parental support as entitlement. They've begun to believe that what they do is always right. A sheer ability to do things just as they want, without any feedback from anyone, without any checks from anyone, without any validation from anyone, without analyzing their behavior or knowing the difference between what's right and wrong. Parents, here's the real truth. Things like respect, empathy, patience, these lessons need to begin at home. टीचर का काम सिलेबस कवर करना है, मगर जीवन का पाठ घर पे पेरेंट्स को पढ़ाना होगा, वरना देखते ही देखते हम गलत परवरिश की ओर बढ़ते जाएंगे एंड टीचर्स हैव ऑलरेडी गिवन अप एंड नाउ जो बचे कुचे टीचर्स हैं वो भी गिव अप कर देंगे एंड ऑल द टीचर्स विल गिव अप देयर ड्यूटी कंप्लीटली. इसका नतीजा होगा ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट, delusional and entitled children. Believe me, teachers have officially stopped correcting students, not because they don't care, but because they are afraid. Afraid, what if they correct a child and the parent will come complain? Believe me or not, but what I just said is the complete reality of every classroom. A similar occurrence was reported on national television. Recently, we did see a clip from KBC. A young contestant had the nerve to interrupt respected Sir Amitabh Bachchan and correct him with attitude, even rolling his eyes, interrupting him, and the audience kept laughing, encouraging and entertaining this behavior.
पहले ही बोल देते हैं, अब इनके पास एक मौका है पड़ाव को पार करके.
But I could not laugh with the audience, honestly. You see, because if we celebrate this disrespectful behavior by laughing today, we are encouraging this behavior. This arrogance will show up tomorrow, day after, and will remain forever in the kid. Respect isn't something you can teach in one moment. It's something you channelize every single day, little by little. अगर हम आज बदतमीजी पे हंसेंगे तो कल बच्चे उसे ही नॉर्मल समझेंगे और उसको और ज़्यादा करने की कोशिश करेंगे.
ऑप्शंस
यही तो जायज़ है. चारों तरफ सब शॉक्ड दिख रहे हैं कि एक बच्चा ऐसे कैसे पेश आ सकता है, मगर हम टीचर्स के लिए ऐसा आजकल नॉर्मल हो चुका है. बच्चे इस तरीके से ही अपने कॉन्फिडेंस को दिखाना पसंद करते हैं, टीचर्स को टोकना पसंद करते हैं, और अगर इस बिहेवियर को कॉल आउट किया जाए तो अपने पेरेंट्स को जाके कंप्लेन करना, और पेरेंट्स भी उन्हें सपोर्ट करते हैं. अगर आप भी एक टीचर हो और आपके साथ भी ऐसा कुछ हुआ है तो प्लीज़ मेंशन योर एक्सपीरियंस इन द कमेंट सेक्शन बिलो, बिकॉज आई एम श्योर आई एम नॉट द ओनली वन. There are many others because my colleagues have been going through the same thing. And now I want to say, where is the end to it? इसका अंत कहाँ है? देखिए, पेरेंट्स का इंटेंशन कभी गलत नहीं होता. हर पेरेंट अपने बच्चों को बेस्ट देना चाहते हैं. बेस्ट स्कूल, बेस्ट फैसिलिटी, बेस्ट लाइफ. मगर जब हम हर जगह बच्चे की साइड लेते रहते हैं, हम उनकी परवरिश में कमियां छोड़ देते हैं. हर बार जब टीचर कुछ कहे और पेरेंट अपने बच्चों के सामने ही ये जवाब दे टीचर को कि मेरे बेटे ने ऐसा तो बिल्कुल नहीं किया होगा, मेरा बेटा ऐसा कर ही नहीं सकता, तब सीधा सीधा आप एक टीचर को डिसरिस्पेक्ट करते हो. पेरेंट्स, आपको अगर लगता है कि आपका बेटा ऐसा नहीं कर सकता, आप अलग से जाकर बात करें. अपने बच्चों के सामने टीचर को डिसरिस्पेक्ट ना करें, क्योंकि स्कूल अब डिसिप्लिन सेंटर्स नहीं रहे, सिर्फ एकेडमिक सेंटर्स बन चुके हैं. क्योंकि स्कूल के पास अब पेरेंट्स का साथ ही नहीं है. आप अपने बच्चों के सामने जैसे पेश आइएगा, आपके बच्चे वही करेंगे. और आज पेरेंटिंग का मतलब हो चुका है प्रोटेक्ट योर चाइल्ड, डोंट प्रिपेयर योर चाइल्ड. मगर अपने बच्चे को अगर दुनिया के लिए सही तौर से प्रिपेयर करना है तो उन्हें करेक्ट सही पेरेंटिंग देना होगा. आज ऐसे 5 आसान तरीके शेयर करना चाहूँगी जो हर पेरेंट ट्राई कर सकते हैं. Easy daily habits जो आपके बच्चों को respectful and emotionally strong human beings बनाएंगे. Parents, You can actually be the superhero and save our future. Here are these 5 simple parenting strategies that can completely change how your child learns respect. Not by fear, but by understanding. Number 1, let teachers discipline your child. Please. Sometimes when a teacher scolds or corrects your child, parents get defensive. But discipline isn't punishment, it's guidance. और अगर आपको इसमें कुछ गलत भी लगे, you can simply go speak separately to the teacher. Don't disrespect the teacher in front of your child. When a teacher corrects a child, they're not hurting your child. They're preparing them for the world. समझिए, डांट इंसल्ट नहीं है. डांट एक छोटी सी सीख होती है जिससे आपका बच्चा गलत बिहेवियर रिपीट नहीं करता है. If your child comes home saying, "My teacher shouted at me today," don't immediately say in front of them, "She shouldn't have done that." Instead, sit down with your child, ask your child calmly, "What made your teacher say that? Were you being respectful? Are you sure? Are you sure what you were doing was absolutely right?" Then let the child reflect on his or her behavior and then reach out to you. Do not question the authority that is trying to discipline your child. Your teacher's job is to make your child better, not to hurt your child. Maybe next time you can handle it differently. I know. I really respect all the parents out there, and I'm certain you're going to apply this strategy and see a major shift. This first strategy will actually teach your child accountability, responsibility for their own actions. Instead of simply blaming that this person said me that, this person told me that, they start understanding that feedback isn't an attack. It's just a way to not repeat a behavior that's not right. Parenting strategy number 2, teach tone correction. Watch the tone of the child.
25,000 पॉइंट मिलेंगे आपको. रेडी? ये रहा 5वां प्रश्न.
अरे ऑप्शन डालो.
हाँ डालते हैं भैया.
That tone was excessively rude, and the parents are laughing and encouraging the behavior. As per parental strategy number 2, you have to teach your child to correct their tone. Tone correction. Remember, children copy the tone more than words. So instead of just teaching phrases, teach them how to say those phrases. बात क्या कर रहे हैं उससे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है किस तरीके से, किस ढंग से बात को कर रहे हैं. For example, if your child says, "Give me water," don't just give the water to them silently. Smile and gently ask, "Let's try that again. Can you be nice and say, 'May I have some water, please?'" When they finally say it properly, appreciate them. This is the most important part. Tell them, "That sounded really polite. I felt great. I felt so great that you treated me with kindness." This is going to work, parents, because children associate positive reinforcement and encouragement and acceptance with respectful behavior and speech. Next time, they'll repeat it naturally because they want to feel appreciated and accepted by you, that, "Oh wow, if I speak politely to my mother and if I treat everyone politely around me, my mother is going to validate me. She's going to appreciate me." Parental strategy number 3, do not laugh at disrespect. Please, when your child says something rude or mocks at someone, never ever laugh, parents. You have to be strict about these parental strategies. Even if it is sounding cute or funny, you will have to control your laughter. अगर आप बदतमीजी पे आज हंसिएगा तो बच्चे सोचेंगे यही नॉर्मल है, मुझे ऐसा करते रहना चाहिए. If your child calls a relative by their name or mocks at someone's accent, don't say, "Oh, that's so funny. Wow." You're encouraging that behavior. Gently just say, "That wasn't very nice. I can't laugh at that. Let's be respectful when we speak about others from the next time, because I expect the best behavior out of you. You can be kind. I know you're a kind person. You can do better." And if they apologize, hug them. Positive reinforcement again. Say, "That's exactly how kind people behave. You're so considerate. You're so kind. I'm so proud of you." This will work, parents, because children don't learn values if you lecture them. They learn by emotional association. When correction feels loving, they remember it longer. Parenting strategy number 4, balance freedom with humility. Yes, give your children freedom. freedom to speak, freedom to choose, freedom to express, but do balance that with humility. Let them know that confidence and kindness can coexist. ज़रूर आज़ादी दें अपने बच्चों को, मगर मर्यादा भी सिखाएं. For example, if your child argues harshly, say, I respect that you have a different opinion, but when you speak politely, people listen to you more. You can even do a role play with them. You can act as the child and show both the arrogant and polite tone, and then ask them, which one do you think you like better? Ask them with a polite and a very arrogant tone. This will definitely work, parents, because it connects good manners with success. They realize that humility doesn't make them weak. It makes them heard and appreciated and wanted by people. And in the future, it will help your child being accepted in other social environments. But you have to remember, your child has to grow up successfully, maintain, build connections. Parental strategy number 5, be the role model. Children don't learn from what we just say. They're going to learn from what you do. बच्चे सुनते नहीं, वो copy ज़्यादा करते हैं. For example, if you say, thank you to your domestic help, or you greet your child's teacher respectfully in front of them, good morning, ma'am, or good afternoon, ma'am, thank you, ma'am, your child will absorb that behavior and energy, and your child will attempt to copy the same attitude and behavior towards their teacher. Even during an argument at home, if you control your tonality instead of shouting at the other person, you're showing them what emotional intelligence looks like. Parents, this will actually work, trust me, because imitation is the strongest teacher. Kids learn through mirroring their behavior. And if they see a calm and respectful attitude daily from you, they're bound to project the same everywhere they go. They're going to have the patience to listen and be confident and yet kind to all. Parents, if you make these basic differences at home, you can change the scenario for us teachers. Make teaching environment better for us. We can see more kind, considerate, patient, and confident kids on the classroom, and not a classroom that pushes us to anxiety, depression, and repentance to choose our profession. ये छोटी छोटी आदतें बच्चों को बड़ा इंसान बनाती हैं. इस तरीके से पेरेंट्स अपने अपने पेरेंटिंग से दुनिया बदल सकते हैं, क्योंकि रिस्पेक्ट एंड संस्कार घर से शुरू होती है. Parents, you save money for your child's education, their dreams, their future, but what about their values? Their value is the first thing that's going to reflect even before their knowledge in whichever prospect they walk. Here at AccentAri, I focus on language, style of speaking, behavioral patterns, and these things are the topmost priority when you want to prepare your child for the bigger world out there. A teacher's voice isn't just for everyday classroom academic lessons, it's also for life lessons. Please don't silence our teacher's voice. Let us train your kids. Please treat us with the basic respect that we deserve. Your child can be smart, talented, and successful, but if they're not kind, the world won't accept them. Their future will be in drastic danger. Let's raise our kids who are not only intelligent but also respectful. एक टीचर की आवाज़ सिर्फ पढ़ाने के लिए नहीं होती, इंसान बनाने के लिए भी होती है. प्लीज़ हमें चुप रहने को मजबूर ना करें. Parents, हमें आपका साथ चाहिए. I'm Aratrika, and this is AccentAri, where we don't just teach English, but we teach values that make us human for a successful future. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video soon.